How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Warning: set your legs free from witchcraft attacks. How witches use your legs to manipulate you. That's the title of this video. Many people around the world believe in spiritual warfare and the influence of witchcraft in everyday life. Some believe that witches can use various parts of the body, including the legs, to manipulate individuals. The legs, often seen as symbolic of a person's journey or ability to move forward in life, are considered vulnerable to certain spiritual attacks. Understanding how these attacks might manifest can help individuals protect themselves and regain control of their lives. In many spiritual traditions, the legs are seen as symbols of mobility, progress, and direction in life. They represent how one moves in the world and the path they walk. If someone is able to control or hinder your legs, it is believed that they can prevent you from progressing or moving forward, either physically, emotionally, or spiritually. In some cultures, it's believed that if witches target your legs, they can make it difficult for you to move forward in life. People report feeling stagnant in their careers, relationships, or personal growth when they believe they are under such spiritual attacks. For example, someone who is constantly experiencing unexplained leg pain or difficulty walking might interpret it as a manifestation of a deeper spiritual issue. Many who believe in witchcraft consider dreams involving their legs to be significant. A dream of broken or shackled legs might be seen as a warning sign of spiritual oppression or manipulation. Some individuals have claimed to experience leg paralysis in their dreams, only to wake up feeling physically exhausted or restricted. Witches, or those believed to practice witchcraft, are sometimes thought to use physical or spiritual means to control the mobility of their victims. This may include using spells, incantations, or even physical rituals that focus on a person's legs to bind them or prevent them from moving forward. Some individuals have shared stories of feeling a heavy weight on their legs or legs being bound by invisible forces during moments of vulnerability. These sensations are often attributed to witchcraft, where it is believed that an entity is using supernatural means to impede one's movement and progress. Another method of control involves witches using physical touch, often during an interaction with the victim. A seemingly innocent touch on the legs could, in some beliefs, be seen as an attempt to curse or bind that person. In some cultures, witches are thought to have the ability to manipulate others simply through physical contact. Certain objects are believed to play a key role in witchcraft, such as dolls, pins, or other items associated with the practice. These objects might be linked to the victim's legs in rituals intended to control their movements. For instance, placing pins into a doll representing a person could be seen as a way to bind or restrict the mobility of that individual. There are countless stories of people feeling a sudden stiffness in their legs, which they interpret as a result of witchcraft. For example, someone may report walking down the street and suddenly feeling as though their legs can no longer carry them, as if they've been spiritually paralyzed. These experiences can be frightening, leading people to seek spiritual intervention or protection. To combat the negative effects of witchcraft on the legs, many people turn to spiritual healing practices. This could involve prayers, cleansing rituals, or wearing protective talismans. In some cultures, individuals will seek the help of a healer or a spiritual leader to undo any curses placed on their legs. People who believe they have been victims of leg manipulation through witchcraft often share their personal experiences. One common testimony involves individuals feeling that they were unable to walk or move forward in life until they broke the spiritual hold placed on them. They might recount a specific moment or action that freed them from the manipulation, such as a prayer or intervention from a spiritual figure. In many belief systems, the power of faith is seen as a strong defense against witchcraft. Those who feel targeted by witchcraft may seek protection through prayer or rituals that focus on strengthening their faith. They may believe that a strong connection with their spiritual beliefs can shield them from any attempts to manipulate their legs or restrict their movement. Superstitions surrounding witchcraft often focus on physical aspects of the body, and the legs are no exception. For instance, in some cultures, it is believed that witches can cast spells on a person's legs if they are walking alone at night. This belief leads some individuals to take special precautions, such as avoiding certain routes or times of day to avoid spiritual attacks. Witches are often thought to possess the ability to influence the thoughts of others, including how they perceive their own bodies. It's believed that if a witch can control someone's thoughts about their legs, making them feel as if they are unable to walk or move, they can effectively stop that person from moving forward in their life. In many African and Caribbean traditions, it is believed that the legs are a critical source of power and energy. A witch who is able to manipulate this power can exert control over a person's life. Some practices involve specific rituals designed to tie or bind a person's legs, which in turn affects their destiny and future. Physical symptoms that occur in conjunction with witchcraft attacks on the legs might include unexplained aches, pains, or heaviness. For example, a person might wake up with intense leg cramps or a feeling of numbness, which they believe is a sign of a spiritual disturbance affecting their mobility. Legs are also often seen as symbols of freedom and independence. When someone's legs are metaphorically or spiritually bound, it is said to represent a loss of autonomy. Witches in this context may be viewed as using the legs as a means of controlling their victims by limiting their freedom or choice. Many people turn to protective rituals in order to prevent witchcraft from affecting their legs. This might include spiritual cleansing, where the person undergoes rituals designed to remove negative influences or curses. In some cases, individuals may also wear protective amulets or charms on their legs to ward off attacks. In some cultures, physical disabilities such as chronic leg pain or paralysis might be interpreted as a result of witchcraft or spiritual manipulation. People experiencing these conditions may seek spiritual healing or protection to overcome what they believe to be a curse or attack. Rituals performed by witches are sometimes believed to include specific actions focused on a victim's legs. For example, a ritual could involve the use of herbs, oils, or chants that are meant to bind a person's legs or prevent them from walking freely. These rituals might be seen as a form of control or punishment. Some people believe that witchcraft can have a direct impact on physical leg health. Chronic conditions like arthritis, gout, or varicose veins are sometimes seen as manifestations of a spiritual attack. In these cases, individuals may seek out remedies that are both physical and spiritual in nature to address the problem. In certain cultures, ancestors or family members are believed to have the ability to protect an individual from witchcraft. This includes guarding against attacks on the legs, as it's thought that the strength and support of one's lineage can act as a protective shield against spiritual harm. It is often believed that witches work by tapping into negative energies or forces, and one of the ways they direct this energy is through a person's legs. These energies are said to manifest as heaviness or difficulty in movement, making the person feel physically drained and unable to make progress. To break free from what is perceived as witchcraft's hold on the legs, individuals may seek out guidance from spiritual leaders or counselors. In some instances, the act of recognizing and confronting the belief in witchcraft is seen as a key step in regaining control over one's life and mobility. The belief in witchcraft can also have psychological effects on an individual's perception of their legs. If someone is convinced that their legs are being manipulated by a witch, the fear and anxiety surrounding the situation might manifest in physical symptoms such as weakness or immobility, even if no physical illness is present. Deliverance services, often led by pastors or spiritual leaders, are a common way for people to seek freedom from spiritual attacks. These services might focus specifically on the legs, praying for healing or breaking any perceived curses that affect mobility and progress in life. To combat the fear of spiritual manipulation, some individuals turn to positive affirmations and energy work. Affirming that their legs are free from any hindrance and that they can move forward in life is seen as a way to counteract any negative influence that may have been placed upon them. Different cultures have varying beliefs regarding how witches target or manipulate legs. For example, in certain African traditions, it's believed that witches can send spiritual animals or entities to sit on a person's legs, causing pain or immobility. These beliefs often lead to specific prayers or rituals intending to counteract the attack. Strengthening one's legs spiritually involves maintaining a strong connection to one's faith, practicing grounding techniques, and engaging in rituals or ceremonies that focus on empowering the body. The idea is that by strengthening the connection between the body and the spirit, the legs will remain unaffected by any malevolent forces. Ultimately, the belief in witchcraft and its potential to manipulate the legs can be empowering if individuals take protective steps to protect themselves, whether through spiritual practices, prayers, or rituals. The key is in maintaining faith and resilience, ensuring that one's legs remain free from external manipulation and that they can continue to move forward in life with strength and purpose. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.